Hey y'all, welcome to the Filling Station. It's a new day, another opportunity to either make money in this market or to just learn from the market. But first, let me give my disclaimer. I am not a financial advisor. I just enjoy teaching people how to build generational wealth. And yes, the stock market is just one of those avenues. So this video is for educational purposes only. But if you could please like, share, subscribe, y'all. We learn and we grow together. With that being said, let's get started. So we are looking at AMD. We closed at 238.03. As you can see, we found support here at the 236.49, resistance around the 237.75. So to the upside, we will need to break back above that 237. We could possibly have trouble 238.15. Now, should we break that 238.15 area, 238.50, and breaking that ATR trail and stop 238.95, breaking that for AMD today, 239.17. Should we break that 239.17? Let's see, price stopped us in a few areas here. We can say around the 239.79. Breaking that level possibly around the 240.25. And should we break that 240.25 area for AMD today, I'm going to mark that here. And should we break that level, 240.87, breaking the 240.87, possibly around the 241.70. Should we break the 241.70 for AMD today, 241.90 could be a rejection area for us. So if you're trading AMD today to the upside, those are possible areas of resistance. Now, if we break that 241.90 area, 242.50, something stopped us here. And should we break that 241.50, the next level I have marked is around the 243.91. Breaking that 243.91, we could very well continue making higher highs for AMD. Now to the downside, let's say we break under the 236.49. Y'all see that 200 EMA is around the 235.89 area. Breaking that brings us back to 234.81, breaking the 234.81, something stopped us here at the 234.06 area, 234.02 area. Breaking that for AMD, we could very well come back to 233.48, breaking that 233.48. The next level I have is around the 231.93, breaking that 231.93, 230.17. And should we break the 230.17, 227.64, keep in mind we could very well get stopped out anywhere between these areas here. So if you're trading AMD today, I say trade carefully, y'all. Mark your levels, and once it goes against your reason for getting in the trade, get out. Make sure you have a plan before going into the trade, right? So we are now looking at Meta. We closed at 733.27, and as you can see, our support area was around that 731.07. We can say resistance is here around 735.33. Again, I look at support and resistance on a smaller scale. Why? Because when I'm in the trade, I kind of want to know where my possible trouble places are. So we going back to the upside, we will need to get back above that 732.33, possibly have trouble again, 733.06, 733.62, 734.34, back here at 735.33, breaking that 736.22. You see it's right there where that ATR trail and stop is. I love to see that, right? I just say support and resistance. Now, breaking that 736.33 area for Meta today, 737.45, and again here at 738.18. Now, breaking that 738.18 or the 738.50, which is the high of this candle here, we could very well have trouble again around the 740.07 area. So if you're trading Meta today, those are possible areas of resistance. Again, not financial advice. Now, something has held us in this area here at the 731.07. You see, we were here, and here. So we're back at that place again, which is here. So under this level, the next level of support is around 729.82, 729.14, 728.54, 727.77, 726.93, and breaking that 726.01 is right where that 200 EMA is. Again, I like to see that. Breaking that level, we could come back to 725.46, and should we break that 724.49, and again here at 723.81, and breaking that level 722.93. So if Meta is something that you trade today, I said again, y'all trade carefully, mark your levels. Mark your levels. And so we're now looking at NVIDIA. We closed at 181.16. As you can see, support is here around the 181.07. We can say resistance 181.53, or that's on a smaller scale for me. Now, if not, we could look at this 181.89. So support is here 181.07. We can say resistance 181.89. So back to the upside, we would need to clear back above the 181.53 to get to this 181.89. Again, we could possibly have trouble 181.99, not very far away, breaking that 182.14, 182.28. And we can use that 200 EMA on this 30-minute chart at 182.33 as of now as a resistance area, breaking that 182.56. Should we break that 182.56 today? 182.93, 183.05, 183.30, 183.44, 183.74, and 183.92. Those are possible areas of resistance for NVIDIA today. Keep in mind, we've been trading in this little zone here, right? So it could go in either direction. Now, under the 181.07, we could very well come back to 180.78, 180.65. Y'all see that ATR trailing stop is right at that 180.32. I just love to see that, right? So under the 180.32, in my opinion, this could be a strong area of support for NVIDIA, not financial advice. Breaking that, we could very well come back to 180.12. 179.93, 179.74, 179.51. Those are possible areas of support for NVIDIA as of now. 179.35, and under that 179.16. So those again are possible areas of support and resistance. Again, y'all, not financial advice. Now, we did have a few inside day candles, AI being one of those, meaning if we should break back above the 1854, the upside target for AI today, 1880 to the downside, not far away, 1802, we have an $18 target. And let's just see how much AI normally moves, about $1.05 per day. Y'all keep in mind that could be in either direction, right? So AI is an inside day candle. QQQ is also on that list as an inside day candle, say above the 612.81 upside target, 612.96. Now to the downside, 609.27. Should we break that? 606.91 is the target for QQQ today. It normally moves $9.25. Keep in mind, again, that could be in either direction. So I say trade carefully, and I do believe we had SQQQ as an inside day candle. It is. Let's say we break above $14.50. Upside target for SQQQ today, $14.68. Now to the downside, under the 14.25, we have a downside target here of 14.25, which is not far, right? So let's see how much QQQ normally moves, about 69 cents. That is the ATR, or the average true range for the stock. I said often, y'all, in this market, anything is possible. So let's go to the SPY just to see where we are today. We closed at 671.29, and it looks like it's setting us up for something, right? So level of support right now, 670.66. We can say resistance is here around the 672.22 area. So breaking that, 672.51, 672.66, 673, breaking that 673, 673.61. Keep in mind, we could very well get stopped out anywhere in between this area. So should we break this area of 673.61, the next level 673.95, and if we should break that, we could very well continue making new highs. Anything is possible, right? So let's look back to the downside. This 670.66 has been an area of, in my opinion, strong support here, 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 and back here. So breaking this area of 670.66, y'all see that ATR trailing stop is right at a level of 670.33, at a level we have marked here. So breaking that, this could be again strong support for the SPY. However, breaking that 669.85, 669.45, 669.01. There's a few layers of support down to the 200 EMA at the 668.50. So let's say from that area of 668.73 down to the 668.50, it could be another area of strong support for the SPY. So breaking that level today, 667.97, 667.68, 667.27, 666.96, 666.71. That's a lot of sixes. prices? 666.30, and should we break that? 665.85. Those are possible areas of support and resistance for the SPY. I say trade carefully today, right? So we are now looking at Tesla, y'all, and I say it so often, Tesla just does what Tesla does, right? We closed at 442.60, and as you can see, we have bounced off of this 440.41. In my opinion, that is a strong area of support based on the daily chart. So where are the trouble places? Now, I would say support is around, I'm going to mark this level here. Why? Because for some reason we've been kind of holding, we were holding at this area here. So that 441.28 area, we bounced from there only to possibly have trouble at this 443. This candle has not closed. 443.13. So to the upside, where the trouble place above that 443.13, 443.78, 444.35. Again, here at 445.02, breaking that, y'all see the ATR trailing stop is right at a level that we have really close, right? 445.84. I like to see that. Next level, 446.30, breaking that 447.06. Now, should we break that, we could possibly, something kind of held us up or stopped us in that 448.29 area, breaking that for Tesla today. We could possibly have trouble again, 448.87. 449.31 and 449.88. Now back to the downside. Tesla is an inside day candle, and I will give the levels for that, again, not financial advice. So under this 441.28, we could very well come back to this 440.41, and y'all see that it is really close to this 200 EMA 440.35. In my opinion, this could be strong support for Tesla. However, breaking that level, 439.27, 438.42, 437.71, 436.99, breaking that 436.99 for Tesla today, possibly 436.19, and should we break that 434.54, and as you can see, we could very well get stopped out anywhere in this area here. So breaking that 434.54, 433.50 for Tesla, and if we break the 433.50, 432.22, and should we break that, 430.53. So those are possible areas of support and resistance for Tesla. Again, I say not financial advice, right? So I did mention that Tesla is an inside day candle. So above the 449.31, upside target for 449.88. To the downside, under this 442 area here, we have a downside target for Tesla, 440.57. Again, not financial advice, y'all. So this is what I see when I look at the market, y'all. There's so many different ways to trade the market. I say it often, just, what's challenging is trying to figure out the strategy that works best for you, and for you to have the discipline to execute your plan, making sure that you have a plan before going into the trade. So I hope that everyone have a very profitable and a very productive day today. Again, if you could, please like, share, subscribe, y'all. We learn and we grow together. So until next time, be blessed as well as a blessing unto others.